Alright, let's get this started. So, go back to Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. I wonder who that could be! There's only two possibilities. So we finished the first three cases of the game, and apparently, if I'm reading this correctly, we did it correctly. Where we even got the right person. A lot of this was just dumb luck picking, where it's just like, well, this makes the most sense, I suppose. So we got 3 cases left, and we're going to do them all tonight. I think each case is going to take about 2 to 2.5 hours. But, yeah. Chain reaction. Someone's gonna die from Rube Goldberg machine. Holmes, you won't believe this. Someone had a bookcase fall on them because another bookcase fell on that one, which proceeded from another bookcase falling upon that one, with a bookcase, you won't believe this, falling onto that one, creating some sort of chain reaction. But what bookcase was the one that was tipped over? Holmes, you have to figure it out.
Holmes, you simply have to face up to it. You need to have a serious discussion with Kate about her origins.
I can't.
No more excuses. She will learn soon enough that Alice is leaving. This other hidden secret. She will not forgive you.
She does not need to know why.
No? So she will blame you for Alice's departure. Is that what you want?
No, I certainly... It's as Kate said, I always do the wrong thing where she's concerned.
Now look here. I'll take care of your case once we're back at Baker Street.
Cabby, why have we stopped?
The road to the square is blocked, sir.
Why?
There's been a bad road accident.
Oh, splendid.
Yeah, that's an accident.
We'd better hurry. There may be injured who need help.
Goes immediately to the one that's,
His pupils are constricted, but they are moving. He is still alive.
oh my god, we can play as Watson.
He has stopped breathing. There's no heartbeat. I must act quickly to save him.
It's time to play DDR Watson.
Thank goodness. This man will live.
He looks no less dead than he did before.
Holmes, don't just stand there. Do something.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
Oh, that guy is...
Over here!
There are no wounds or injuries. I'd better call for Watson.
Watson! Watson!
Ah! Somebody!
Ooh, woo! I almost walked into that one. Where the fuck is the electricity coming from?
Somebody!
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this poor man.
Over here!
Okay, well, apparently Holmes does that one.
Somebody!
Oh, my shoulder. I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
One person has died.
Thank you for your help.
Here! Over here!
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
Please! Help!
Oh, my head.
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this poor man.
I need help! Please! Help!
What the fuck?
Please move to a safer area, sir.
Somebody!
I would have died if not for you.
Over here!
Doesn't that mean time up? Like,
Somebody!
I need help. Oh, what a terrible accident. Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
Ah, it hurts.
There's some extreme bruising. No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the bandage.
Somebody!
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor.
thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. Oh, thank you. Sir, we're gonna have to cut the leg.
I could remove a part of the scaffold with the appropriate...
Help!
I thought I was...
Well, only 2 people died? Not bad, not bad. Uh-oh, the game freeze.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
I read there was an achievement for saving
Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true. How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me
You
leg.
were standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable?
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area, and if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
I can talk shit to you all I want. That ain't fucking...
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
Recreate the accident. My controls game. I see some loose stuff here. I guess I can see this. Now look around.
My poor leg.
Mr. Holmes?
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
Okay. Well, that helps.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it. An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I dunno. There was a collision, I felt the ground, I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No idea.
The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. A puddle of water and electricity. A deadly combination. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. That's it. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
Everyone in it is dead, apparently.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided. Those wardrobes fell like dominoes.
I was making a joke about that. Hey.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
What an asshole. Nope, I can't figure this out. You guys have to go home. Very much.
This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. A dead driver, another victim of the explosion. Celebratory bunting.
Okay.
A common phaeton, an location.
Alright, so far what I can do is this explosion caused this to hurt this dog.
Celebratory bunting.
This hurt, that's something to do with it. Why this hurts.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
My poor leg.
My poor lady.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
Maybe less in shock to figure this out. That's my cabby.
This is an absolute disaster.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This jaunting car would be capable of travelling at great speed.
What a bloody carnage.
That's one way to put it. Let's see if the senses got that. Okay, the accident or the event. Two pieces though.
My poor leg.
Mr. Holmes?
Is it because I was unable to save two people? I imagine that must be what it is.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Jeez, I wonder what he. Yeah, questions. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
So, something happened to this scaffolding which caused that cart to stop. Or something. Which caused that horse to get blinded, causing that explosion. Which caused all this shit to happen. Real phenomenon. Just gotta... This is the thing I saved the guy from, isn't it? Oh, okay, hold on. So... pumpkin. That...
No, it wasn't like that. That's it.
Okay, I see. So the banner there is what line with the horse. And you can see this thing here.
The axe was catapulted by the scaffold, and it landed here.
That's rather fortunate that it landed there and not somewhere else.
The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing. I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events.
Okay, so... we know it got stopped. Because what happened here, I think. Right? Green one. These two collided. They said this was due to explosion. And this got all knocked over, which killed this one. Secret events. No. It's not here. Hey, Chris and Laura. The explosion had to happen for these to get knocked down to start this. So why did this guy stop? This card didn't move at all. Like it's just killed. This one ran into the skull. That didn't move anything. more quiet than usual. Can't hear you at all. Oh, you can't? Like, can you hear me right now, or is it still too low? Can you hear me? Oh no, that's never good. I didn't mess with the options at all. Everything should be the same! Are you sure it's not your volume? Try turning your volume. Try turning it up. You wanna know what I can do? Let's check this out. Just give me a second here. That's even weirder. I am speaking up, you kidding? I'm speaking as I normally do. Just give me a sec, I'm gonna listen to my stream and just see what I can hear from it. That's really weird. So I haven't changed any of the settings from last time. That is weird. I mean, it's not as bad as you make it sound, but I'll see if I can do something about it. If you exit this part now, your progress will not be saved. Exit anyways. Okay. Options, audio. Keep that. Music down even more. The effects down a bit. And the ambient noise down. We want to keep the voices up. Those are the most important things. Okay, so is it better now? I've turned shit down. Let me just see about something here. Audio sharing. It's not what I want to look at there. Broadcast sets. Why the fuck was that option? Okay. We'll see. Worst case scenario. Okay, so back to this. Okay, so that just tips over. Okay, so this guy died from electricity, so what caused him to slip into things? Doesn't look like anything did. So maybe it was him. Oh wait, no. So he slipped, I guess? Something must have happened to his card. Okay, obviously isn't that. This whole shit was caused by him. Well, I'm gonna say this happened. This happened. That. this car ran into the scaffolding? Why the fuck did it run into the scaffolding? Well, no, probably this, I guess. From these banners, because there's some on the back of it. There. That. This. I mean, that collapsed. That happened. This kind of happened. This happened. That happened. These happened. This happened.
No, it wasn't like that.
Hey, well, how can you say that for sure? The contraption up in front of me, you stopped all this. Right, boy. It wasn't quick enough. Okay, so he's... Contraption in front of him stopped all of a sudden? So this guy? You mean this guy? No.
I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
This went down.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop?
Let's go find out. Let's go find out.
There's a metal strapping. This crank has been turned.
Did it stop because of the water? Pull that shit on me.
Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent.
Tattoo.
The tattoo. I suspect it's from a gang. This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand.
But he wasn't outside. You ignore the fact that his leg's kind of in a rare position. Inside.
Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal.
Okay.
A pneumatic hammer. Mud. Oof, smells bad.
Oh, he has the same tattoo. And same shit on his hand as well. And he has a gun.
This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect.
Whee! Dirt. Should we do a little examination on the horse here? I think the horse is also part of the game. You can tell because it has a tattoo on it.
This cab was painted recently.
Oh.
There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint.
Paint remover? There's just some shit inside here, I guess. Oh. This stuff. I'm just gonna borrow this, Mr. I don't mind. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrubby, scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrub, 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 scrub. Underground plumbing service. Oh, railway. Electric. Railway company of London. Make sure we read the whole thing. Don't want to make any mistake. This is what it's. I don't know. I don't know if I can read it all, guys. Make sure it's all scrubbed up. There we go.
Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
Good for you. Ah. Okay. A company that deals with this stuff. Water. Let's see, I was doing this. Water. Something in the puddle. Wires. Oh,
There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
that's weird. Incredibly weird. Double lock pick engine. Oh shit, I have a lava lock pick. I didn't even notice that. Alright, so. Oh good. A crying child. We need a short one. I don't know why it's giving so many. Oh, okay, so there are ones that double up. Okay, that's weird. So we need a front that's a short and then one that's a little bit longer. Yeah, let's do this one. Make the game arbitrarily harder, I guess.
I've not seen such a device before.
Let's mess with it.
The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
Okay, so now we gotta figure out what here is.
I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Smoke on the water. We've been waiting here for a while, obviously.
An open bottle of cheap wine. A single glass containing traces of alcohol.
Let's see what we got in there. Oh. That is everything. Oh, good shit.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
Oh.
My poor leg.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes, a murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
Back to the map. Establish suspects among the people at the scene of the accident.
Mr. Holmes?
My poor leg.
We know it's not him. I think it's this guy all the way over here being here. You know, that's not these people who fucking drive cameras. No, I can't even. Oh, it's not really. I mean, we know who it is. It's the guy that's weird. Not them. This guy. Watson, you're suspicious. If I were personally asked that. I keep hitting the wrong button to try and run. Oh, we already got this guy. We can get this guy now. This man is near the end of the square. He attempted to leave me, perhaps because this man is a driver. He was part of the accident, Fortunately, he was not wounded by the explosion. It's no. I don't think it was this guy. He was over there. We know he's not suspect. It's not him. This man was found not too far from the flat the electricity. Perhaps they even chose a role working man. Watch his victim. Swear it. So it was interpreting the accident. Shock. He said he's standing over there though when he got injured. Come on.
What a bloody carnage!
That voice sounds. Can I talk to you? He's just standing there too. He said he's in shock.
My poor leg.
My whole leg. You know, this guy's not suspect. He's trying to. I don't think it was this guy. He got injured by a hammer that just kind of flew at him, though, right? Perhaps he had at the time invaded for mysteries. That's why. Swear to track videos. Like, it's hard to say, like, this guy was trapped under this skeleton, so I mean, it's not much for him to trail around with, but at the same time, this guy could have just walked around with it. Doesn't seem any concern either. You're at the end of the square. He's a suspect. I don't like him. He didn't even want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry for
it wasn't like that.
that. Oh. Seriously? Alright. Apparently he's not suspect. No, I just...
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
like, choose multiple suspects?
That's it.
Okay, that's what I was supposed to do.
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
Our daughter, goddammit! I'm kind of convinced Holmes and Watson are like... Interrogate the possible suspects. Determine who might be... So, do I just hit the Scotland Yard, I guess? Find out where the cat came from. Examine the belongings of the suspects. Interrogate. Resolve murder. Okay. This one just had Scotland Yard. We'll just go to the Scotland Yard. Interrogate 3 people. One of them did it. Oh, thanks, Chris. You're so sweet. The Purple Heart means everything. Just tie.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I,
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Look at that! What the fuck do you think? Well, let's look at their ship. We can put his belongings down.
This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Your repeated absence, which is compounded by the blade. Continue your responsibility for serious error. Oh no. This isn't
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job.
and he seems to work as
The initials MB. This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets.
And so am I.
Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. Whiskey. Of poor quality. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith.
Sunday. Okay.
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark.
There he is. Yeah, here. Nice picture.
This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett. Electrical wires.
Well, this does not bode well for this guy.
The belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte. Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh.
Yeah, explains why he was so shitty.
A normal pocket knife.
Black licorice
A standard
stuff.
deck of playing cards. A Webley revolver. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Yeah, but he's a minor dead criminal now. Let's go look at some dead bodies. Or not. I'm disappointed. There'd be a dead body in here. And there isn't. Okay. We go in there, Sherlock? Shirley? Uh-oh. I stopped here before I try to open the... Oh, fuck me. You serious? Oh, come on! Son of a bitch. It's a good thing I'm able to do that. I somehow trapped myself in a room by trying to open it but accidentally moving at the same time. Anytime, no game. There we go.
I'm apparently in the children's ward.
Oh boy, the children's ward.
I'm apparently in the children's ward.
Are you? Oh, there he goes.
Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
My pretty little Merrill. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry. I understand now. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you are experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see.
Let's look at this man. Ruffle. Okay, so he's in uniform. I imagine secondhand. Whoop. Daughter. What's going on with his feet? Recently cleaned. a gift from his daughter, and he's wearing secondhand clothing, perhaps? Oh.
Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
Shh. Meryl's asleep.
I don't think he did it. He's the red herring, I believe.
Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. A young woman lost her life.
Oh.
Mr. Butcher's wife.
Oh, he lost his wife. He's a single parent. Bug him about that. Fraud. I want to change this.
Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time. But I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes, it's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes, I have a daughter too.
Okay.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes.
We've discussed everything, I think. And I have to watch my daughter.
Are you even watching her fucking breathe? Alright, let's see what we got here. Holy! Look at all this shit we got. That was a delayed reaction. Man. Wait, what is this for? Good choice. He knows how to work with electricity because his job really be capable of creating such a trap. No. I refuse to think it was that guy. Okay. Echo. Got that sorted. You already guessed. Do 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 do. These loading screens are fucking hideous because they're so long. Even after you confirm, it takes forever too. It's like, come on, just get it over and done with.
Where is this inspector?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. Let's. Oh my god.
Locked.
Darn. Wanted to steal something.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Let's create a profile and get it wrong. You have a nice hairline, sir. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Probably religious. Smoker. Smoky, smoker. Smoky, smoky. Oh. It's the injury. Zoop. Yeah.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot. I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
That's, okay. That's a thing. Oh wow, there's many options here. Interesting, he's not a specialist, and it's doubtful that he can create such a deadly trap. I'm gonna throw it into the not category. Always gotta make sure. This game likes to trick you sometimes.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation.
Guy that didn't want to talk. He's suspicious.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Alright, let's see what we can deduce. This guy's obviously a smoker. Fucking dying, apparently. he's an Antichrist. Oh. He's poor. It's the same stains as people, so we're gonna say he works on that too. Yes. Did it. Oh, looks like we have every character that's in this game. Cool.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
Fuck you.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How'd you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I'll teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
Well, that doesn't make you suspicious at all. Side job. Yeah. I don't trust this guy at all.
It's a mistake, I swear it. I shouldn't be here.
Condemn me to death. That's your job, after all.
Shut up. What else I gotta do here? It's a game. Find out where the cat came, resolve the murder at the source. Back to the accident. They're alright. They're cheap. Yeah. Why do these loading screens take so long? Okay. I gotta figure out where this cab came from. I'm gonna do something. Oh.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad. There was a collision here. The lock was forced.
Oh, it makes it easier to get in. Analyzing the skeleton question is... okay.
The trail of mud goes through the entire room.
Oh, that tells me they're from here, I guess. Oh no! Triple lockpick action! Okay, so the front one has to be... the front one should be this, I guess? There you go. Then we got the next tall one.
There's no space for this lockpick.
Should be. No, go here. So we just need a normal one. Fuck. And then a 3 and a 4. 3, 4. I'm doing it. I'm learning the lockpicks. I'm so good at lockpicks.
A workshop. Saleable items are produced here.
No shit. Sherlock.
Mud. Oof, smells bad.
Nothing's happening over here.
It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally.
Let's move it. Oh.
An old access point to the sewers.
Go in. Hop on into the sewers! Yay! Sewer action! You know what they say, every game has to have a sewer level. And here's ours. The sewer level! Yay! Oh boy, does it just keep going. I'm gonna go right. Come talk to me, no matter which way I want. No, good. Nothing happening here, but Sherlock Holmes goes rummaging in the sewer. Sherlock Holmes. Holmes, where have you been? You smell like shit. The sewer wants it. My troubles take me all over London. There's an always door it open. Yay, creaky sounds. Let's go look at this door, I guess. Or not. Interesting up here. There's that, though. Everyone's favorite critic game, the balancing game. Oh, wait. Go fucking faster. That'd be awesome. You're like, hey, what's the most fun thing you've ever done? It's the parts recall. Tell? Oh, and then there's the pyramid puzzle. King Horse Recall, the Mayan Temple bit from that one case, and the I mean, I'm probably supposed to move it over. Gotcha. Game don't have collectibles, but I mean. Put over. And drain the water. Climb that these like set up so that they can get back. Swim. Faster. Gotta go fast. We did it. Why is it even there? Put it up. Why do you even have a locked door? Like, what is
A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium. Magnesium strips.
Is it? Do we go to detective mode? Alright, let's see where this goes.
So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. The iron wall of the vault has been melted through.
Seems like it,
The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. This vault belongs to the Bank of England.
you think we can open it so I don't have to go back?
An old map of the sewers with a red cross.
Oh, that's one of the doors that we went by, which we can go back. No, we gotta go back through all that. You know, I mean, do a whole lot. It's a lot. I guess this is it. Alright, let's make our way back. Go down. Go down. Examine map. Okay, I know where to go. It's... Oh, I didn't realize there's a pathfinder now. Well, the game is being surprisingly nice. Why is this here? Where did this come from?
These barrels are empty and unsealed. All of the licorice has been eaten. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasco's belongings. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Okay, bank robbery, bank debt. What else we got? Never open game. We're jumping right into that. I don't think he did that. Before we say, yeah, I know we did, but wait, they just send the barrel down and... Getting on the yard. I think that's the shortest case. Well, maybe not. Well, no, actually, an hour and a half. It's pretty short still. Oh my god, my neck just. I was expecting it to be longer. Woo! So there's 6 cases in this. Is like the next one just like short and has like nothing going on it?
Please, sir, release my son.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
I do not have a date.
Locked.
It's a dangerous anarchist who cruelly kills and accomplishes danger a great number of people in his responsibility. I'm willing to bet it was him.
Thomas Garrett, we are arresting you for the double murder of Rasco and his accomplice in addition to the bank robbery.
Bravo! Case closed. Exactly what the bourgeoisie in power expects from you. Don't bother to look any further.
Well, if you have a solid alibi, I should like to hear it.
What for? Small people such as us are eternal victims of a corrupted justice. Do your duty then, lackey.
Oh no! I got the wrong person! Oh shit! But I found all the clues. Do-do-do-do. Oh, fuck. Having the conclusion, the game will resolve before you make the wrong choice. Yes? Make a moral choice. Make a moral choice. Choice is the morals. Bo-ba-do-ba-do. Apparently got the wrong guy. Whoops-a-daisy. See if I can... Alright, so if it wasn't him, it was the other dude. Sherlock dangerous criminal. Did not hesitate to rob the bank for killing his friends. He must be in prison. I mean, you still rob the bank and kill people.
Mr. Fowler, you assisted Rasco in robbing the bank, and then you killed him to keep the money for yourself. You are under arrest.
What? But it's not true. I never killed anyone. I swear it.
What? It still says I have the wrong guy. No. Seriously? He was the loving father? Oh no. Oh no. That's not right at all. Well, now I feel sorry for him, but he still did bad. Apparently. He just wanted to save his daughter.
Mr. Butcher.
Shh. She's finally asleep. I knew you'd
You
return.
should go to Stockholm with your daughter. You will save her. I've made my decision. Leave now.
You understand I was forced to do all this.
Perhaps you were.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye.
There we go. Look, guys, I did it on my first try. Fever dreams. On to the next case. 2 more to go, apparently. Though it seems like this would be the last one. But it isn't. Because the achievement said so.
Holmes, at last you're back. We can't find Kate.
What?
She went for her lesson, but the teacher says that Kate never arrived.
Mrs. Hudson!
She's gone out to ask around the neighborhood.
Oh, guess who we have to go fucking ask?
It's closed.
Kate. Let me count.
Kate! Are you here? Not now.
Oh, I figured we had to.
I hope she'll be back soon, Holmes.
Why? It's closed. It's closed.
Then open it. So I'm not allowed to go out. Okay. Tell me I can go in there.
Kate!
Build portrait by paying attention to the details that determine their meanings.
She was writing something here. Kate took her diary.
Take a diary, okay.
What happened here? Why would she take her suitcase?
Oh no.
Why was it left open? She took all of her favorites. Kate packed her things and left. I don't understand. What's that? The sound came from Alice's room. Alice! Kate! Kate! Where are you?
You never do anything right!
The fuck?
I've had enough of you not caring about me! You don't understand anything! I wish Alice would adopt me!
What are you doing, Holmes?
Alice, where is my daughter?
Your daughter? You don't have one, Mr. Holmes. You never did.
My God! My daughter, what did you do to her?
What you could never do. I made her happy.
I don't care what you think. Where is Kate?
You fool. You're useless to her. Why even bother?
Okay.
Holmes, stop that.
I'll make her talk.
We don't need her. Just use your skill. I'll take care of her.
That sounds very ominous.
This is what I heard from upstairs.
I want to. Ooh. I like that you can slap her. That was fun. I like to slap her fucking face. Felt good. Morning clothes. Highgate Station.
This will not change anything, Mr. Holmes.
I remember this place from my last visit. It's different now. Something was taken from here.
That was
No, my choice is not entirely correct. No, my choice is not entirely correct.
Wait, where the fuck did that clock go?
No, my choice is not entirely correct. No, my choice is not entirely correct. No, my choice is not entirely correct. No, my choice is not entirely correct.
Is the grimoire somewhere else now?
choice is not entirely correct. Not now.
Apparently, the photograph isn't there. So we're late. I don't see here.
No, no.
Let's get in this one.
No, no, my choice is... No, no. No, no, my choice is not entirely correct. Alice entered through here.
This will not change anything, Mr. Holmes.
What ship we think?
No, no, my choice is not entirely correct.
Search the room, Holmes.
What's in? What's in?
No, no, my choice is not... Portrait of Alice's father, William Hamilton, and some items required to conduct a séance are missing.
Cemetery, illusion, cemetery.
The lead goes to the cemetery. Watson, keep an eye on her.
This will not change anything, Mr. Holmes.
I'll stay here with Alice.
Kate, are you here? Kate, what did she do to you? On the crossing. Trampled by feet. Of 4 others. Felled by bullet. Alice brought them to perform the ritual. Those candles have been alight for almost 3 hours. That's where Alice's father was buried.
Who is William Hamilton?
Go to the old cemetery and find the crypt. On the crossing. Earth-digging giant. Scholar of roads. These writings constitute a single message, a guide. Kate! Kate! Oh my god. It's Alice's father, mummified. It's Alice's father, mummified.
Not reveal the plot.
Madame Destiny. A storm lamp. A map of British rivers. Alice keeps her father's belongings in this room, even the canteen from his boat. Alice sleeps here. Alice is not merely peculiar, she is mentally ill. I hope Kate didn't see this.
Duke game. Oh god, it's paperwork. Okay. No, no, it's not.
Kate's suitcase. Why did she leave it here?
Oh. Wait. I'm a terrible person.
Kate's diary.
Where do we find him, Father?
Alice, my daughter.
Alice?
I know the answer to your question.
I can't believe that Alice made my little girl go through all this. Damned woman!
The old cemetery.
Go to the cemetery, find the crypt cross the brothers, that white bullet,
Hold on, Kate. I need to recall some facts about certain famous people buried in this cemetery. Kate! Kate!
Kate, my dear child. I do not know when you will hear this message, but I do know that one day you will be here, Kate. My blood, my light. I rue the day I lost you in the living world. Death is nothing to me, except to leave you behind and with him. Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. Well, you have to understand, he is your worst enemy. But because he so loves to hide behind the mask of his dubious morality, he would never kill you. Holmes. Holmes. I'm certain that he never understood you. I'm sorry for that. I hope you didn't cry too often having him as your father. I trust that you made him cry. Don't distress yourself, my child. I died by his hand. But your questions are over since you now know. You are my daughter. What matters is that you continue my work. Join our cause and you will be the Empress of Evil. My Kate, my flesh, before Holmes's eyes and in front of the world. Kate Moriarty has arrived.
Moriarty. You. Kate. Oh no. She knows everything now. Why did it have to be like this? The Dynamics of an Asteroid. A work by Professor James Moriarty. Young Kate and her father. Metal star with an extremely precise carving. Metal star with an extremely precise carving. That's a ribbon from Kate's hair. Kate met her true father. I need to find Alice. I'll make her speak this time. Professor James Moriarty. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves. And immortality.
He's a man of words. So who the fuck commissioned this shit? This evil guy, let's give him the biggest fucking tomb ever.
It's blocked from the outside. What? Alice!
Accept your death, you fool!
You witch! Let me out! Free Kate! Come back, witch! Keep your head, Sherlock. This is the only way to get out of here. Metal stuff. Moriarty must have set up an astronomer's riddle here.
seriously? So the way it works at the top there is it's like out and out. So it works like that, but then at the bottom here it's just like work. Hold on. Yeah, there's no Oh, okay, never mind. I made it hot myself when I really needed. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Well, just look out here. Apparently it's sticky settings at the bottom there. I had it right the first time again. Boop.
Hold on, Kate. I'll find you.
Well, she finds you first. Oh, it's gonna be like my temple. And then we can question how the fuck they got through it.
Watson!
Holmes, she tricked me.
Where's she gone? Watson, where?
I don't know. She left saying that she had to go and see a lady. A Mrs. Destiny?
Madam Destiny, she's a boat.
What?
Over there, Watson.
You hear that boat? Hey.
She's abducted Kate.
I can't believe it.
She's a lunatic, Watson. She made a room for her dead father, and now Kate is with her.
And also, Kate knows that she's Moriarty's daughter. But I mean, let's be honest, we all kind of knew that was where it was going.
They're on the boat! Hurry, Watson!
It's time to play the boat game. So you want to help row there, buddy?
Stay here and hold on to the boat, Watson.
I mean, it's always the best
Kate! Kate! Where are you?
Kate, I'm here! Just jump!
Alice! I'm afraid!
I know, but you'll be all right. Look! It doesn't burn! Come on!
Ah!
Kate! Oh my god, no!
Go away!
Kate!
I'm a Moriarty! I'm the devil's daughter! I'm cursed! I'm a monster!
What? That does not make you a monster!
Yes! That's why you've always lied to me!
I only lied in order to protect you! You're still so young, my god! Ask Watson!
I was lied to all of my life! Do you have any idea how that feels?
No! Because you're Kate Holmes! And a Holmes never gives up, I know it!
Holy shit! That was awesome.
Yes! He knows! Nothing can change fate! Listen! He allowed George Hurst to kill Lord Marsh, who was already condemned to death by tuberculosis!
I deal with criminals. These things can happen. I raised you differently.
You? You sent me away! And when I'm home, we fight all the time! You're ashamed of me!
No! No. It's me, Kate. I never learned patience. My own father was the same with me.
It isn't possible to escape destiny! The Rasco gang didn't. Holmes failed to reveal their murderer. Their death was their destiny, Kate.
Kate, don't listen to her.
And Holmes will be murdered himself. I have foreseen it.
I may be killed one day. It's a risk that I take, but my work helps to save other lives.
Really? And albeit? And Percy Fleming? You save lives? No! You enjoy taking lives!
You can't save me either!
Kate, you'll be safe with me. I'll protect you. I care about you.
How can you trust him? He killed your real father, Kate!
Why? Why did you kill him?
Because he was a dangerous criminal, I had no choice.
See? Everything is determined! Remember the signs! Our meeting! The ceremony!
Kate, no, no. How can this suddenly mean more to you than your childhood?
See? It is time! The next life awaits us!
She's a lunatic, Kate.
No, Kate, she would make the boat crash to kill you. She knew that you would hesitate.
I don't care. I don't belong anywhere.
You belong with me, Kate. We're family.
Daddy! I don't know what I'm doing! Help me!
Did it? The secret? Somehow?
Ah!
No! Kate!
I did it.
Kate! Oh, God. Are you alright? She really was the Devil's daughter.
Over here! Hurry, the boat's going down!
See ya, bitch! Burn in hell!
Daddy, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too, Kate.
Well, that happened. But wait, there's probably more to go. I think. That was only 5 cases. I was told there were 6. I beat the game, apparently! Well, hey, slow down there. If you've seen how long... I'm just getting achievements left and right. European names, though. My mic is actually PlayStation camera. I found it actually it's better quality so it's just weird headphones. It's over? Oh no, we're going back to London. No, sorry, the music in that end credit sequence was way louder than anything else. Oh, there we go. Everything fine? Fever Dreams. Okay, it was the last one. Oh, man, everything falls apart. Hold on. Make sure. Good enough, I suppose. That's not cool. Hold on. Jeez, what is it? Okay, it's fine. If I can hear things off my phone, obviously something's good. Alright. So, there we go. That was Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. A surprisingly good game, considering that going into this, I thought it was going to be something like Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper, or the Testimony of Sherlock Holmes, where it was just okay. It was nothing fantastic. It kind of did its job. Like any of the old Sherlock Holmes games that you think of, where, you know, the meme of Watson appearing behind Sherlock Holmes and shit like that. Like, those were like okay kind of games. Like, they served their purpose. This was an ambitious project. Like, I wasn't expecting too much from going through it, but apparently it all culminates near the end. Because the shit that Alice, the person who was burning in the boat there, was going on about was, like, stuff that happened in your case where she's like, you know, did you, you know, give, like, any, like, thought to, like, these people who you, like, convicted? And it's like, oh, wow, that's actually really cool that they're trying to, like, bring everything together. It's almost like if Telltale's made a good game, I think that's the best way to describe this game, is it's if Telltale's actually fucking did their job. Because the writing in this game was pretty good. The little mini games, like, it was okay. What worked really well, though, was, like, actually using, like, all the evidence and clues that you came together to come to different conclusions to kind of make your own ending. Regardless if they were the right ones or the wrong ones, at least you kind of were able, like, yes, this is my decision that I made, and the moral code of ethics that I went with as well went into that. So the decisions actually felt like they had some weight to them, and I like that. I also like the idea of it getting, like, really weird, and also shoehorning Moriarty in there because fuck, it's Sherlock Holmes. Of course Moriarty's involved. But yeah, this was a good game. The guys who made this, they did a good job. I would recommend trying out Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. It does a lot of things right. The few wrong things I'd say is, like, that Mayan Temple part went on a little longer than it really needed to be. The length was perfect. I thought there was another case. I thought there was, like, another 2 hours of game that I was like, but everything worked. This is a nice game. I highly recommend it. If anyone gives a shit about my recommendations anymore. So, what time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. Fuck. I thought I had, like, another while on this one. Could have started later, too. I would have been fine. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Okay, you want to give me a second? I'll get another game going, I guess. We can get started on something. The night is still young, as it were. So, be right back. Thanks for watching.